Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody that is struggling. It's like when you have a secret and somebody asks you a question about it, and the answer is all over your face. You can try to deny it, but this person is struggling. I can't deny it. I can't really, avoid that little smirk on my face. So this could be somebody who is trying to hide that they are falling in love with somebody or that they're very happy. The sun, though, can also be about the truth coming out. So we'll see how devious the Seven of Swords, which is a dishonest card, how devious that really is. Hello, Stephen. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of Munchantum. I hope you're having a good day so far. I hope you're staying warm or having a good time in the weekend. If you would like a personal reading, my email address is in the description box below. And we're going to start with the Tattoo Tarot. What else do we have? Six of Wands in the reverse, Ace of Swords in the reverse, and the Nine of Wands. So they've been lying about either something that they're insecure about or something that they have failed. But with the Nine of Wands, this makes a lot of sense considering we have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. This is, I don't know, man, this is Wounded Warrior energy. Like, I've been trying to keep this secret, or I've been trying to make sure that nobody figures out what's really going on, but I don't know if I can really lie about it anymore. I don't know if I can pretend anymore. Hello, Darnell. Thank you for that. What else do we have? Strength. Magician in the reverse. King of Pentacles in the reverse. All right, so this is seeming more and more like we have somebody that was trying to resist a temptation. I thought I could forget about this, or I thought I could, I don't know, maybe be less interested in somebody. I thought maybe I had more self-control. But with the King of Pentacles in the reverse, this seems to me like we have somebody who is struggling to focus on work. Maybe there's like a workplace crush. Maybe there's somebody who feels like they shouldn't be distracted by a friend's girlfriend, sibling's husband. I don't know. I really feel like I should try to hide this, but I kind of suck at it. Three of Pentacles, King of Cups in the reverse, and Ace of Cups in the reverse. This is somebody that I know and that I know I should not be interested in. King of Cups in the reverse. This is somebody who I feel would never love me, or this is somebody I feel wrong to love. So Ace of Cups in the reverse, I am trying to resist it, but it's a struggle. That Three of Pentacles can kind of make it seem a little bit more likely that this is someone in your social community you feel like you shouldn't be interested in, or somebody that you work with. Hello again, Peggy. What's going on? Hello, Sam. How are you doing? Seven of Wands. The Sun and the Knight of Pentacles. I do feel like for someone in particular, this is a general reading, so this won't be for everyone, but for someone out there, this is, I'm dating one person, but I'm interested in a younger version of them. Ugh, yeah. But I'm trying to resist it. I'm trying to not give in to the fact that somebody is like my type, or somebody is really attractive to me. All right, this is the Fairy Godmother Oracle. We might see insecurity with that Six of Wands in the reverse. Ooh. Authority. Okay, so remember with that Knight of Pentacles, I said it could be like a younger version. This could also be somebody who is attracted to a person that is their like direct report or their employee. Because authority is giving that boss vibe, right? How do I have so much? Okay, hold on. All right, what else do we have? And wisdom. I know better. I know I shouldn't be attracted to this person. This could be like a professor and a student. I know that because there's a power dynamic here that I should not be interested in you. Or if somebody like a parent, right, found out that I was interested in my sibling's significant other, that would probably not go over very well. We'll go with another fairy set. This is the Fairy Lenormand. Hello, Danny. How's your day going? Hello, Solo. How's it going? I like it. Number 21, the Mountain. And number 30, the Lily. So this is probably someone with a reason to feel if they found out that I was interested, or if I showed that I was interested in this person, someone would have a problem with it. This Mountain is whatever the obstacle is, right? Presumably this is about people judging the two of you being together, or the fact that there's a different relationship in the mix. With the Lily clarifying wisdom, this is someone saying, basically, I need to take a little bit of time to think about this and maybe get out into nature, or cut out the noise, because they're worried. They feel like it's impossible to resist, or you are impossible to resist. This is the Santa Muerte. The Empress, Five of Wands, Seven of Wands. If I go for this person that I'm attracted to, it's going to start a fight. If I express that I am interested in this Empress, or if, somebody learns that this Empress and I are spending time together, it will have consequences, not good consequences, right? Well, are there good consequences? Maybe. So I need to protect myself. I need to not think about this, or I need to not pursue it. They know this would start a fight. For some of them, it's, I know I would get fired. Nine of Cups, King of Swords, Chariot in the reverse. Yeah, this person has some authority. They're seen as like a logical, practical, reliable person, smart. And they realize just because I want something doesn't mean it's a good idea to go for it, right? You may want a second blizzard after you had the first one, because it's really hard to, decide between Butterfinger and cookie dough. But should you have a second one? Probably not. Can't really think of a situation where it would be good to have two of those. Look, I order those. I get like the small one. I can't even finish it. I don't know. Maybe that's just, I don't like ice cream as much as everybody. But, well, I get that. King of Pentacles clarifying the Empress. Lovers in the reverse. Hermit in the reverse. I need to choose to resist this Empress, because if I try to pursue this Empress, it could impact my financial stability. I could lose my job is definitely a possibility here. Lovers in the reverse, Hermit in the reverse. This isn't somebody that is available. Either you're off limits because of rules or regulations pertaining to a workplace or a campus, or this person's off limits because you're dating somebody else, right? I know that it's not a good idea to pursue you or to flirt with you or to let you know that I think you're hot. Hello, Angel. How are you doing? Oh, welcome. I hope you enjoy it. There's usually some really awesome people in that live chat. Yeah. What else do we have? High Priestess, Ace of Wands, and the Three of Wands. That wisdom is there. The I know that's not a good decision is there. But the thing is, this Ace of Wands can sometimes be a little bit like a reference to physical intimacy. We'll say it that way. Now, this Ace of Wands is a little bit more Georgia O'Keeffe. I hope you guys know what I mean by that. This is saying, I know better. With that High Priestess, that's a reference to wisdom. I know better. I know there's rules here. I know that I shouldn't do this. I know I could get in trouble. But gosh darn it, if you aren't just exactly like what I need at the end of a difficult day, right? So this person, this Three of Wands actually has a little skeleton dude holding an envelope. So it's like, hey, I'm going to say something anyways. I put this under the playlist Confessions. And I think that's saying, I know better. I know I shouldn't do this. I know I could get in trouble, but I'm still going to tell you that I think you're hot. What else do we have? This is the Path of Shadows. We have the Witch. Beneath the veil of night, my thoughts conjure light. Shining through the darkness, I am magic burning bright. Lantern, guidance, illumination, and hope. So part of the reason why it's so difficult to resist this person they're attracted to, this Empress, is because this is somebody who is magical. This is not just some dime a dozen, right, kind of person. This King of Swords is very attracted to the person they can't have, in part because they admire the intelligence or wisdom that that other person has, that Empress, right? So it's like at once you are magical and you have this, you know, wisdom, but I know that engaging further with you is against my own wisdom. Hello, Crophagus. Yeah, that's true in most situations. I guess I don't know exactly where those lines are, but there's often that subtext, right? You say, I'm cool, but what does that really mean? Labyrinth. Among the confusion of the twisting turns and the endless chase, will I find myself in the heart of the maze? This could be, this King of Swords could be somebody who feels more alive when they're chasing something, or maybe they kind of like the fact that this is an inadvisable action. Maybe they normally live really strictly, like by the rules, and it's difficult for them to resist this temptation because they've been good for a long time, you know? We've got dagger, action, bravery, and determination, and mirror, labyrinth. Interesting because we already had the labyrinth. Illusions and reflections. Who are you trying to fool? When you turn your back to the mirror, there's still someone looking at you. So there's a temptation to ignore this risk and think, you know what, it's okay, nobody will find out. We'll be just fine. But I feel someone would find this out, right? This dagger looks a lot like the Ace of Swords. You may feel like you're smarter and you'll be able to cover up whatever it is that you want to do with this Empress, but I'm not certain that they are correct on that. You know, I think they would find it pretty challenging. This is the Morgan Greer. Nine of Wands in the reverse. Ace of Swords, Queen of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. So I resist. I tell myself this is a bad idea. I know I want you, but I know I shouldn't. Nine of Wands in the reverse, and then I give up. I can't resist anymore. I'm going to tell you that I think you're special. I think you're magical. I think we should hang out and leave the clothes back over there. They're putting everything out on the line. They're confessing what they want, how they feel. And with the Six of Pentacles, clarifying the High Priestess, I do feel like the other person's interested too. Ten of Cups. Five of Wands in the reverse. So the cat's out of the bag. The confession of feelings, or, you know, I know I shouldn't, but I still do, leads to some pretty, I feel like it's all of a sudden we spend a bunch of time together. All of a sudden we're talking. We go from trying to hide the fact that you're attracted to each other to now there's like a lot of flirty, falling in love kind of energy. Four of Swords in the reverse. The Moon. And the Hierophant. I know we're doing something that we shouldn't. I know I should keep my hands to myself or be by myself. I know that this is going to cause some damage, but maybe we can just keep our little relationship secret and no one will ever find out about it. I think I've heard this one before. Hello, Jess. How are you doing? Hello, Johnny. What's up? Yeah, that's true. So we've got the Two of Wands. Page of Wands in the reverse. And the Ten of Wands. Lots of fire energy. Could have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in your chart or your person's chart. This could also be a nice little reference to the, you know, thirsty AF vibe. But this is making plans that we don't want other people to know about. I feel like this is, I'm going to tell people I'm going here. You're going to tell people you're doing that. This is misdirection via communication, but it gets too burdensome. With this Ten of Wands, I want to see you too often, and therefore coming up with the relevant or like the number of excuses that I need, it's not really working out. So at first it's difficult to keep this secret because I'm so attracted to you and I can't resist you. And then when I give in, that's the secret that is also difficult, right? Now I need to make sure nobody figures out what we've decided. This is What's the News? And there is a pretty good chance y'all are going to hear my stomach growl because I forgot to eat something. Hello, Key Controller. What's happening? For those of you that have really good ears, it was literally growling as I gave you that warning. Oh my gosh, look, it's your card just when you get here, Key Controller. This says key player, important person playing an essential role and irreplaceable. This seems like a reference to our King of Swords, the person who knows better. They may have a position of authority, right? We have the authority card come out. So if, they're the professor and they're hitting on their student, is there a risk that other situations like that will be discovered? Is there a risk that other students or faculty will recognize that they're seeing each other? Yeah, I think there is. Spiritually woke, self-awareness, cutting through illusions and detaching from ego. So this King of Swords is still struggling with this. I know I should have resisted this. I shouldn't have, pursued this person. And something starts to get under their skin where they feel like they need to reconsider whether or not they should be with this person. Notice they're in the dark, right? I feel like we give in to the temptation, and then this Queen of Swords is asking for a relationship. They want something more serious, or they're asking for too much time. And now this King of Swords is thinking, it's already a struggle to keep this secret or to make sure I don't get caught. But now you want something serious? I don't think I can do that. So we have the By Felicia card. Peace and out. Thank you next. Leaving and not caring. So they couldn't resist, but did they actually fall in love? No. It seems like this is more of a physical connection. And then they cut off this Queen of Swords that wanted the relationship. Going against expectations, defying norms. Black sheep. So go ahead and guess that they have an angry former partner. Somebody who feels like they've been abandoned. This Queen of Swords feels like they've been abandoned when they thought that whoever this is, their boss or their teacher or whoever, they thought, oh, well, aren't you falling in love? Aren't we going to have like a future? No, apparently not. Hello, Betroids. How are you doing? Hello. Should I call you Smee? SM? You tell me. But yes, I do think that would be accurate. Plugged, tuned in, internet, and connected. Yeah, that makes sense. So I've been saying can't resist over and over and over again. So it makes a lot of sense that this magnetic card has come out, as it does say can't resist. And then we also have Archangel Michael. So, I can't resist you, but at some point I realize I need to protect myself. There's divine intervention here. It's like somebody holds up a mirror to this key player, the King of Swords, and says, hey, this is potentially going to cause you some problems. And this person, this Queen of Swords, is looking to like tie you down. They want a relationship. So this is like somebody going, ooh, that got way too serious, way too fast. That's not what I was looking for. And I feel like they're a little bit frustrated because I think this King of Swords was pretty clear with the Queen of Swords that they were not interested in a relationship. But again, it's a general reading, so it could vary. Hello, Bloodborne. How are you doing? Hello, Pharaoh. How's your weekend? This is the Poe Tarot, and I do not read these in the reverse. The Fool. There is no passion in nature so demonically impatient as that of him who, shuddering upon the edge of a precipice, thus meditates a plunge. So demonically impatient seems like a perfect way to describe whoever this person is who felt like they couldn't resist the Queen of Swords. I got too excited, too eager, and I made a foolish decision. I embarked on an adventure that I probably should have avoided. Six of Paws, which is the Six of Pentacles. From my infancy, I was noted for the docility and humanity of my disposition. Part of the issue is this King of Swords may not be the best at Boundaries. This King of Swords may struggle to really tell this Queen of Swords what they mean. I mean, air energy in general, you should be pretty dang good at communication. But I think this person has said something that left open to interpretation one or two of their boundaries. And this Queen of Swords is running with it. It's like, so you're telling me there's a chance, right? Two of Candles, or the Two of Wands. Suddenly a corner was turned. A blaze of light burst upon our sight. This blaze of light does not seem like a good thing. This blaze of light seems like the sun, which means people figure out what's going on. Whatever you've been trying to keep secret, no longer secret. So it could be the Queen of Swords acts a little bit immature, or there's a little bit of a temper tantrum. And as a result, this love affair is discovered. This King of Swords is no longer able to hide what they've been up to. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. Forgotten lore. This is the Emperor, by the way. I feel like there's something else from this person's past. The King of Swords has another person they couldn't resist, and that might come out to play as well. In other words, I do feel like this Emperor is about to be exposed for going after or being attracted to or pursuing people that they should not have, probably because of their job. We've got the Eight of Paws, which is the Eight of Pentacles, and I love, it's got like a little scroll with the raven. So a little bit more to read for this one. Once upon, oh my gosh, it's the same. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. "Only this and nothing more." The true genius shudders at incompleteness, imperfection, and usually prefers silence to saying something which is not everything that should be said. Okay, so this King of Swords should have said something and they did not. Usually prefers silence to saying something which is not everything that should be said. They maybe ghosted this Queen of Swords instead of telling them what was really going on. And this Queen of Swords is looking for reasons. What else can I find out about this King of Swords that would explain why they ghosted me or why things aren't going the way I want them to? Five of Candles, which is the Five of Wands. We tremble with the violence of the conflict within us, of the definite with the indefinite, of the substance with the shadow. But if the contest have proceeded thus far, it is the shadow which prevails. We struggle in vain. I really thought that I could resist this person. I really thought that I was mature enough. I really thought that I had that wisdom, that I'd learned that lesson. Clearly, I was wrong. We struggle in vain. I wanted to keep this secret. I wanted to avoid consequences. I wanted to believe this Queen of Swords and I could have a little bit of fun and nobody would find out about it. But now we're arguing. Now this Queen of Swords is mad at me because I have backed away. I feel like the Queen of Swords is the reason this information comes out. This is the Kipper. Hello, Frederick. How are you doing? What else do we have? Mature man in the reverse. So this Emperor thought that they were pretty great stuff, but they're going to be facing some questions about their integrity. high honor in the reverse and mature man in the reverse. You acted like you were 21 instead of 51, right? You acted like you were, too important to have to listen to the rules that all your peers do. Shame. A definite hit to this person's reputation. And now we have occupation in the reverse. I think this person loses their job because of this. Adjudication, number 30. Oh my gosh. Ooh, okay. So, adjudication, house, and imprisonment. This is potentially going to ruin if they have a certification, license. This is like you lose your job, but there's an additional consequence beyond that. And with the house, it's because it was internal. You were dating someone you shouldn't have, or you were seeing somebody that you signed a contract specifically saying, I'm not going to go after any students, that kind of thing. This is the Romance Angel Oracle. What else do we have? Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. And true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Here's the thing. This is how the Queen of Swords feels. I'm in love. I feel like you're going to love me if you don't already. We have such great chemistry. So now that you don't work for this place anymore, we can be together. They don't see this as a bad thing. They're like, oh, it's okay. Now we can be, in a relationship. Let's, talk about things. And I feel like the King of Swords is like, I just lost my career because of you. Probably running your mouth. Doesn't really make me want to move in with you. You kind of ruin things for me. So they're mad. No, not really feeling lovey-dovey. It's kind of strange, right? But I don't right now. This is the Gilded Reverie. What else do we have? The Whip, number 11. And the Tree of Life. So because you thought you were wise enough to avoid this temptation, because you thought you were, elevated enough to not fall into this trap, now we really have to make sure you learn this lesson, because it turns out that you were not able to resist this temptation. Magician in the reverse. You gave in. Nine of Wands in the reverse. You gave up. So, there's got to be a little bit of a consequence here for you so that you actually learn that this is not a good idea. If you are new to my channel, whenever the whip comes out, any of the Lenormand decks have them. I tell a little joke. The whip. No, not the whip. The whip. No, please, not the whip. The whip. No, please, anything but the whip. Anything? The whip. I like it, Pharaoh. All right, let's see. What else do we need? We need the Love Oracle. What else is going to happen with this crazy confession? Boundaries. No. Drawing the line. Enough. This seems to be saying to the King of Swords, walking away or ghosting somebody is not going to achieve what you thought it was. Be an adult and communicate your boundaries. Tell somebody that you've had enough or you're not interested in more. Because this person's kind of coming across as a stage 5 clinger. You didn't tell me we were over, so I'm going to keep following you around, right? But this King of Swords is dealing with some pride and some ego that makes it a little challenging for them to do what they know they need to do. Oh, gotta love that stubborn energy, eh? Emotional storm, turmoils, unstable and affected. This Queen of Swords had expectations. The King of Swords did nothing to prevent those expectations because there were things they needed to say, but if they couldn't say all of them, they didn't say anything. So this is, an avoidable bout of drama as a result of this King of Swords not establishing boundaries or not clearly communicating that they were done engaging with this Queen of Swords. Realizations, epiphanies, understandings, and awakenings. So the universe is trying to shake this King of Swords, wake them up a little bit and say, hey, guess what? You're going to have to clearly communicate things when you want to establish boundaries. You can't just like poof, disappear and expect, people are understanding where you're at or what you want to happen. Sorrow, loss, grief, and depression. Maybe it's, I didn't want to say that we were completely over because I knew you were going to cry and I didn't want to hear you cry. Hello, Darth. How are you? I like it. Sam. What else do we have? We've got healing, releasing, purifying, and cleansing. So I was starting to walk away. I was assuming you would be able to start healing on your own, but I guess because I avoided the rest of that conversation or that entire conversation, it wasn't a very effective cleansing because you kept coming around. You kept wanting more. Possibilities, free-spirited, adventure, and risks. But now I realize part of the reason this is happening is because I couldn't resist. If I had been honest with myself about the risk, what kind of fallout could actually happen, or the fact that maybe I could even lose my job because of this person, maybe I wouldn't have given into that risk, right? This is a pretty difficult lesson for them to learn, but it's because they did not learn it a previous time. It's because they kind of ignored it, right? They'd already kind of learned this lesson before. They had that wisdom card come out. They knew better. They did it anyway. So the universe was like, bet, we're going to make sure you learn the lesson for real this time. Yes. SM, great question. I'm reading energy, not physicality. So any of these genderizations that we're doing, that's just energy. So I would also point out the King of Swords came out as the High Priestess. That's masculine and feminine energy. This person has both masculine and feminine energy, like we all do, but they were more advanced than most people who give into this kind of temptation. That's why this lesson is kind of a little bit harsh. The universe is like, we really thought you knew this. In fact, I'm pretty sure I heard you thinking this to yourself, and then you went ahead and did it anyway. So we're going to really make sure you learn this lesson. But yeah, don't get too wrapped up in any of the gender and tarot. It's just energy. This is the Tarot of the Nile. What else do we have? Two of Wands in the reverse. I made a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. I thought I could get something for nothing, and instead the cost was actually pretty dear. Giving in to my temptations or the desires that I felt. Knight of Wands, very sexual energy. Not being able to think clearly was really bad. I knew it would get to this point. I knew there was a risk that things could happen like this, but I did it anyways because, I wasn't thinking. The Fool, Ace of Wands, and the Sun. So because I took that chance, because I was willing to take that risk and do something that I knew I shouldn't have, my abilities or efforts to keep that secret have been kind of compromised. And maybe it's for good cause that my mistakes were made public, or that there's a little bit of a scandal here, or that people are questioning my honor. Because the reality is, I can't really say that I'm honorable when I gave into that temptation. Queen of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Seven of Swords. So it became stressful or even heartbreaking, overwhelming for this Queen of Swords to keep this a secret. I do feel like they end up telling a close friend or even somebody else that knows this King of Swords. And that's where those rumors or that, scandal kind of becoming public happens. I do think it's because of the Queen of Swords. And I don't know if I fault them. It seems more like they're crying and upset about it. So like I understand why they're talking about it, but they also seem to be less concerned about what consequences happen for this King of Swords, because the King of Swords didn't seem to really care too much about whether or not they broke the heart of the Queen of Swords. This is the Overthinker's Oracle. What else do we have? Hello, first time. What's going on? Monitoring spirit. Someone said stalker energy in that live chat. You're spot on. But the Queen of Swords is realizing, I don't think that King of Swords is really interested in me at all. I have been watching and it feels like they don't miss me. They just didn't tell me it was over. If the King of Swords has any feelings or desires to go back to the Queen of Swords, those have been kind of muted or ignored, because I feel like you're just going to want to break my heart. You're just going to want to get me back. You told me that I'm your soulmate, but now it seems like you're just mad at me. Karmic debt. This King of Swords is put in this situation or is learning this lesson because they refused to learn this lesson the last time. If they had learned it, they wouldn't have given into this temptation. Justice. So you needed to learn this lesson. Now the universe found a way to teach it to you. The Judication card implies there's a decision that is made because of this person's actions, and it's not really the kind of decision they were looking for. We have incoming communication. I'm so lost without you. Gamble, risk taker, sex magic, and missed opportunity. So they had this opportunity to keep it moving and not give into this temptation, but they did it anyways. And as a result, they ended up getting somebody kind of hooked on them. Obviously, the Queen of Swords seems to be trying to reestablish things with them. They may be using sex magic or trying to get some sort of love spell to bring the King of Swords back to them. But with this missed opportunity, they're feeling like there's maybe no chance to get this King of Swords back around. The King of Swords may have some feelings, but they're not going to admit it. I feel like at this point, they just feel embarrassed because people are judging them. So if they admit that they have feelings, it's like it just makes it worse. Thirsty AF. I think I referred to that earlier in the reading. And plotting and scheming a way to get you to love me again. The Queen of Swords is trying to find a way to get more time with the King of Swords. But the King of Swords doesn't feel like there's anything that they can salvage with this Queen of Swords. Things have gotten too dramatic or too much has happened. So I think the King of Swords wants to keep it moving, and the Queen of Swords is potentially causing some drama because they're mad at the King of Swords, i.e. maybe telling people that they shouldn't about what happened with them. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you everyone for the likes and the subscribes. I sure do appreciate you. Hello, Felicia. How are you doing? Be safe, and I'll see you on the next reading. Doodles.